Why does Hytale cooperate with Riot Games? Hello and welcome back to Hytale Truffle. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Are you one of the fans who've been waiting for the release of Hytale for the past 3 years? I'm sure the recent news of the game studio coming under Riot Games managed to boost overall morale and made you even more excited. But today, we're going to look into why Hytale collaborated with Riot Games. So without any further delay, let's begin. Riot Games is on fire! Valorant, the studio's online multiplayer first-person shooter, is now in closed beta. Legends of Runeterra, its competitive card game, is in open beta and will launch at the end of the month. Now Riot's made another huge announcement about cooperating with Hytale developer Hypixel Studios. Hypixel has now cooperated with Riot Games. Yes, you've heard it right! Riot Games acquired Hytale developers Hypixel Studios. Let's get back to history from where all things started. Hytale as a game started as an offshoot from a Minecraft server called Hypixel. The people working on that server branched out to start working on Hytale. This was in 2015, and in 2018 they decided to create the studio legitimately, which is now known as Hypixel Studios. The beginning. If you have played Minecraft, surely you have recognized many games such as Skywars and Vampire Z. These fan favorites were the work of none other than Hypixel. Hypixel wasn't some big fancy studio at that point and only consisted of a bunch of very passionate and dedicated developers. These developers loved working on Minecraft and were a part of this gaming community. In fact, the developers managed to have a very loyal fan base of their own. Even though Minecraft was a huge commercial success, some things could have been made better in the game. The developers at Hypixel were aware of these limitations and wanted to make something that would push the limits even more. And after a while, that final push came when the monetization rules for Minecraft changed and the server ended up making a lot less money from their minigames than before. All this combined with massive support from the gamers convinced the developer to part ways from Minecraft and started a passion project of their own that would finally be what we know as Hytale. The theme of the game. The beginning was not very smooth for the developers at Hypixel. At the very start of development, there was a big question of whether the game would follow the same style as Minecraft or going to follow a completely new art style. As you can tell, a similar art style can result in a lot of copying and plagiarism accusations. Considering the historical connections of the two games, it wouldn't surprise anyone if these rumors emerge. Everyone can recognize block-style characters as Minecraft characters anywhere. Finally, after a lot of considerations, the team decided to go along with the style that they were already comfortable with. Thanks to their work with Minecraft, voxel art was something everyone on the team was good at. So instead of wasting time deciding on an art style, they decided to invest the time into making a more advanced and well-produced game. Cooperations with Riot Games. To start working on the game, the team was in desperate need of capital. Thanks to the money that the studio made during their time in Minecraft, the team was able to kickstart the productions of the game with their own money. But this course of actions wasn't going to be possible for very long. Someday, they would eventually run out of money and the productions would have to halt. But after some time, big gaming industries started noticing their incredible work among them, and among them was Riot Gaming, who were the developers of famous games like League of Legends and Valorant. The studio has given the second life to Hytale. Riot Games acquired Hypixel Studio to continue to work on Hytale with proper funding and support. Hypixel was a group of 40 developers working on a small passion project. But because of the help of Riot Games, the studio has grown quite a bit in manpower because of the scale of the work is now bigger than ever before. Now Hytale isn't going to be a small game by all means. In fact, the team is leaving no stones unturned to make sure the game is as revolutionary as its predecessor Minecraft. Hytale is everything that Minecraft dreamt of being. It allows the player to use their creative freedom to create an online community unlike any other. The game will have a typical adventure mode where the players will be able to polish their combat skills against the computer or other players around the world. Hytale is going a step further than other sandbox games by giving players the complete tools they need to build, craft, and experiment in the virtual world of Orbis. The players can customize every aspect of the game, from their avatars and clothes to their weapons. You can use your modding skills to create new and mind-blowing minigames in the game. You can use the building blocks to create whatever you like in the game. You can make yourself a fort or a whole new weapon. You can even decide to change the basic blocks of the entire game. If all this wasn't fascinating enough, you can even create a unique storyline for your avatar along with the dialogue and the adventure. The possibilities are definitely endless. As we mentioned at the very start, The trailer for the game dropped back in 2018, but the trailer gathered more than 50 million views in its very first week. The developers weren't expecting this sort of reactions from the gamers, and this built up pressure quite a bit. There was no way the developers could leave any loose ends now that so many people were eagerly waiting for the game. The studio Riot Games is also now on board. The stakes are higher than ever before, and the developers are dedicated to bring the best possible games. So that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.